I walk too thick, I walk to get all you sick. Leave a nigga on red cause I bought them tricks. I'm on some shit, flaming hot, want all my chips. I want talk to me nice, place on all my whips. I ain't no average bitch, I'm a savage bitch. Fuck a man, send him home, you can have this bitch. I show up at the...
Hey, what's up, young knockouts? If you don't know already by the title of the YouTube video, I put on rank. You know what I'm saying? Girl finally put on a little rank, a little third class, a little something slight, nothing crazy. And you know I had to be a little dramatic with the drop in. I got frocked. Today is July 18th, and I got frocked on Friday, July 17th, but I actually put on rank July 16th. But because when they got my letter, hold on. So in order for you to be official, you know what I'm saying, for all those people that are in the Navy, you feel me? I got my official certificate. Bam! You know what I'm saying? Official in that game. You know, we not go, but boom, third class. I don't think y'all can see that, but you know what I'm saying? Third class. Ooh-wee. You know what I mean? But yes. So we're gonna talk about that. So I'm so excited. I'm coming from being undes to picking up a rate. So I get a lot of questions. Yeah, I was very dramatic with the intro, but I felt like I just had to be dramatic. I just came off of duty. I had duty yesterday, so I literally came from duty with this on my mind to let y'all know, because I feel like we don't really talk about going to third class. Yes, you know, it's not really a big deal going from seaman to third class, but to me, I feel like it's the milestones that we need to be talking about. We need to congratulate about the milestones. Not only when you put on chief or first class or master chief or officer or whatever. Big ups to the people who got third class. Big up to the people who made it to seaman from seaman recruit or seaman, what is it, is it SA? Seaman recruit. You know what I'm talking about. Congratulations to anybody that went ahead and got ranked. And if you are not and you're about to take your exam, kudos to you for go ahead and studying and trying, because there's somebody who did not. So guess what? You are the 1% or whatever the quota says. You made it. Congratulations to you, even if you are retired. I am proud of you. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about this. So, all right, this is how it is, right? So if you have been following me, you know that I got kind of messed over coming into the Navy, but we're working on it. You know, we're working on it. Next stop will be me getting my surface pin. I take my chief's board pretty soon, so not only am I going to be ranked up, I will have my pin. And then after that, I take my officer exam to go to OCS. If you have been following me, you know that I have my master's degree. This is before I joined the Navy. It got messed up. It's okay, we're working on it, it's all good. So I came in as undes because when I took my ASVAB, am I saying that correctly? When I took my ASVAB, all of my, like, there's like a list of like rates that come up, all of them basically were air department. And the one that was on there was pilot. I didn't want to be a pilot. Kudos to anybody that is a pilot, but I'm an empathetic person, and I always think of, like, if something happens to someone, like, I wouldn't personally be able to deal with it. That's just me, because I'm so sensitive when it comes to people, and just knowing that I have so many lives in my hands, even though I will be a leader, you know what I'm saying? Ensign Davis, we're gonna go ahead and throw that out into the universe. Ensign Davis, you know, coming to you real soon, you know what I mean? And I couldn't do that, so I got finessed basically by a recruiter, and I ended up coming in to the Navy as undes. Mind you, I was doing my master's degree. I did my master's degree instead of 2 years. I did it in 1 year at Parsons. It's called the New School, but they have another, like, a subcategory within the university. It's in New York, but it's called, so you got the New School, which is what my school is overall called, and then they have, like, you know, different departments like nursing, blah blah, and all this other kind of stuff. My school is called Parsons School of Design. So I went and got my master's degree in marketing, and I also have my business degree, majoring in marketing. Business administration, majoring in marketing. That's what I got my business my BA in, and I got that at Texas Women's University. But I also went to Texas Southern University, so shout out to my HBCU people if y'all went there all day, every day, H-Town. And and TW, which is in Denton, Texas. Shout out to University of North Texas, which is basically right there across the street. But anyways, back to it. And what it was I was told that I was in the process of getting my master's degree. I was in the second semester going into my last semester because I only did it in 1 year. So mind you, I took 19 credits my first semester and I took 17 credits. The second semester is just trying to get out of there because it's $30,000 a semester at that school. So imagine me doing 2 years. You feel me? I do the math. And I was told that I was of course in a delay entry program, but I was told that I was going to go to OCS, and that's not what happened. So they told me that they were going to fix it, and then the day when I went to MEPS, the day before, like the night before that you're going to boot camp, an OCS, an officer actually contacted me and told me that I did not have to go on there, that there was like, I guess they found out that I had a master's degree and that I was getting finessed going to just regular boot camp. I didn't know that because when you go to MEPS, there's, you know, there's like this thing where you basically like you're raising your hand saying that, you know, you're going, you know, that you won't leave basically. And I took it as like, they used the word deserter, and I took it as if like if I didn't go, like I could go to jail. I didn't know better because the Navy is different. My mom was in the Army, so had I went to the Army, that would have never happened because I would have put on E4 immediately as I was going through boot camp, and then from boot camp you go to OCS. So the Army and the Navy process is totally completely different from the Navy. Like the Navy, everything is basically separate. So with that, I went to boot camp, and you know, boot camp, blah blah blah, and I went to A school, and then they found out what happened. They were trying to fix it. They told me that it was going to happen at the command, but still I was undez. So that's cool. I just try to figure out what the hell is that. Oh my god, it's like, is that dust? Well, anyways, so random. And so I just kind of deal with that. Ended up being on the spray team with Undez, working with the BMs. So shout out to all the BMs that are out there. I was on a carrier. Yeah, still am on a carrier. I'm going to a DDG next. But I was Undez on the spray team. Basically, when you're Undez, there's two type of Undez. So you could be Undez Seaman, which I was, and then Undez Airman. But see, I didn't understand why I didn't become Undez Airman, but I mean, quotas is quotas, and I'm not upset. So the entire time I just kind of kept my head up and trying to find mentors with leadership. I have a great couple of mentors. Shout out to Lieutenant King, he's in supply. I also have Sismo, she's not here anymore. She used to be a Sismo, she's like an 05. So she basically was kind of like a mother figure the whole entire time that I was going through the Undez process, like working on my OCS package, because it is a lot. I'm not gonna front to you, it's a lot. And when you don't have any rank coming in, it's even harder for you as a person. So if you're coming in Undez and you have a degree, don't think that it's not possible to become and go through the officer like the OCS process. It's a lot more tedious, but I promise you it's well worth it versus coming in as a civilian. Going in, people will respect you more because you've been on the deck plates. You've been actually going through, you worked hard. I'm not saying that as a civilian you coming into the military like you don't work hard, you're not a hard worker, but it's something different. It's something special coming in to me as coming through from being Undez and then finally, you know, picking up a rate. And that's just how I feel about it. And you just getting mentors and people who've been in that are in a designation that you want to be into. Like I want to go into supply. I also want to be PAO because it makes more sense. PAO is a public affairs officer. So right now, you know, I'm still working on it. And you know, we're dealing with COVID and all this other kind of stuff. So it's just really like, you have to just keep pushing through. It took me, so I was Undez for a year. I know a lot of people have questions about that, saying that, well, they said that you're supposed to pick up immediately, you're supposed to put on rank, blah, blah, blah. It's definitely depending on your detailer. I waited a year and then I finally picked up I picked up November, but I didn't leave to my new department, which I picked up, and I picked up for operations. So I picked up November, but because it was Palm, which is basically like Christmas and stuff like that, I had to wait to get to my department, which was January. But with Undes, the way that the program is set up is that you're supposed to, the old Undes program was you had to wait 2 years. Now the new Undes program is 1 year, but they're telling you that you get to like look at all the different rates while you're there. It's a lie. It's literally a lie. You have to go on your own time and kind of figure out like, hey, and look at all these different departments that you want to be a part of. There's no, oh well, you can be Undes and there's time to check out. No, it's bull. It's BS. And that's okay too, because being Undes, you're working with the BMs, you kind of work with everybody in every single community, actually. Because if you're line handling, you meet other people, and then there's, you know, there's different things that need to be done, and you end up working with different departments, and then that's how you end up meeting different people from different departments. Like, I didn't know what a lot of these departments did, but because I was on a spray team and I sprayed out so many spaces on my carrier, I was able to meet people and see like how they actually work. And then if we were working on the space so long, you know, sometimes they have those people that come in and they kind of let you know. And then by getting your pins, you know, you have to walk around in the different departments. You have to get to know those departments. I'm on a carrier, so there's 10 departments. So of course, me, you know, taking my test, the murder board, I take the Chiefs. I'm supposed to take Chiefs board again soon, but the pandemic shut it down. So, but in that same process, you're able to go and talk to all these other people. You got AIMD, you have media, you have air department, you have weapons, you have combat, you have the GMs. Like, shout out to all of them. Like, but you would have never knew these things. To me personally, being Undes, like at being in your department, but being Undes, you're able to have the freedom to go ahead and like get the chance to kind of look at all these other people. That doesn't necessarily mean that happens to everyone, because everyone's not a people person like I am. You could be one of those people that, you know, you just want to do your job and go home. That's what it is. Or you get into your department, people kind of stay within their department. They don't really kind of branch out unless you know a person that know a person that know a person. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up in January. My ship is in the shipyard, so it's not really like I can really get a lot of whatever. But just because you pick up not necessarily mean that you're going to put on third automatically. I had to wait till July to actually put on. It's dependent on your paper, your pack letter. So that's another thing that people need to pay attention to, is depending on your pack letter. I know I had to wait till July, but I know people who change departments immediately put on third class, you know what I mean? Or 2 weeks later, or 2 months later, or, you know what I mean, 6 months later. Some people still haven't put on third class, and they've been there longer than me, but it's just depending on their packed letter, and their, what is it called? It starts with a D. I think it's like, it's not designator, it's the person who's like in charge of you, like if you're leaving. I forgot what it is, but for all those people who are in the Navy or in the military, you know, go ahead and write in below what the word is, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to think about it afterwards. And I know I'm going to be upset because it's... Anyways. Back to what I was saying. So it's just really dependent on your pack letter. Then also, I'm leaving. So I am leaving, and I also have orders. So my ship was in Hawaii, and they're currently in Hawaii, but your girl does not get the chance to go to Hawaii because it got modified, and I'm going to San Diego, baby. I'm not upset. I'm really not upset. I wanted to be in Hawaii a little bit, but San Diego, still good, still excited, I'm excited. I don't leave till October, but I'm so very excited to be able to be like, okay, we can start and do whatever we want to. But I'm still pushing through. I'm going to get my pin. I wish I could get my air pin, but now the Navy command changed. You have to be an E5 in order to get your air pin, but that's okay. That is okay. That's okay. Ain't no problem. And next month, I have a lot going on, so excuse me, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna continue pursuing, making sure that I get all my quals. I'm qualled up as an operations specialist. I mean, I have a lot of them already. I'm working on some more qualifications, and then also I'm coming for that pin. I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that OCS. So you will see me on the deck plates as an ensign. I promise you. And to anyone who does not have hope, let me be the one that you can be like, you know what? She pushed through when everyone was against her and they was telling her to give up, because there's so many of us that come in here and are content because it is what it is. It's so hard. The doors are being shut on you and no one knows how to help you because you are an E3. I promise you, there are so many people. If your chain of command will not help you, will not, and I'm telling you, I am the poster girl for them not wanting to help me, my old department, because it's uncommon. It's uncommon for an E3 to come in and want with a degree. There's so many people that come in with degrees and they're just like, I don't want to do it because no one knows how to handle an E3. They know how to work with an E5 because you can go the LDO, the warrant officer rate, but no one knows how to help you. I'm talking to you that came in to the Navy with your degree, with your successful self. You came in to better yourself. Do not give up. It took me a year to get my whole entire package together. You study for that OAR, that officer exam. You study. Don't let anyone tell you you cannot, because I am about to be living proof that you can go from an E3, well, E4 to an ensign. I promise you that. I promise you that. Period. Okay? But don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all. When I do my hair videos and all the other kind of stuff, I'm not Joe Navy or Girl Navy or Jane Navy or whatever. I have a life outside of this too. I really do love talking about the Navy, but I work here too, y'all. I got other stuff that I like to do. I like to dress up. I like to put my makeup on. You know what I'm saying? I like to get fly, a little fancy, period. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so excited, y'all. Like, I had to come and tell y'all. Like, y'all feel me? Like, I feel like y'all will feel me more than anybody else, because you're either trying to or you're in high school. And I just want you to know it's not all bad. It's really not. It's what you make it. I promise you, every day you go to work and there are people that wake up like they just, who pee and ate cornflakes? You don't have to be that person. When people told me that my smile was going to be gone in 3 months, boom, baby! We 2 years in as of July 10th. Only in July 18th. I've been in the Navy, by the way. And I beat every one of those stereotypes, okay? So you can too. Either you're in high school, coming out of college, or you don't know what you're doing, or you're not sure about the military. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm going to make sure I come back with more videos, okay? Peace.